it's cold today. Chilly this morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another class on verbling.com with teacher Abby. It is a beautiful Saturday morning, but it's cold because the wind is giving me the shivers.
What is the temperature?
It's going to be 35 today, but right now, I don't know. Let me see. It can't be too cold because we are in the middle of summer. It is currently 20 degrees, but it's 10 o'clock in the morning and I'm in the shade, so that's probably why I'm cold. Halcio, welcome to the class.
Hello, hello, hello.
It's
Can
been
you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly. How was your week of work?
Oh, very fast, very hard, and now I'm rested. Today is my Jack Daniels day.
Awesome. I wish I could join you for that one. Good to have you with us, Halcio. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Hello, Jose. Welcome to the class. Jose Loister, sorry.
Hello, teacher.
Hi.
I'm fine.
How you doing? You're good?
Yeah, I'm
How has
good.
your weekend been so far?
Well, I'm working yet. At university studying some computations that I have to do.
Okay.
Uh,
So you're busy.
yeah, I was, but now I'm trying to learn English, so that is fun.
Cool. Welcome to the class. It's nice to have you with us, Jose. Jose
Okay.
Luis.
Hi, teacher. How are
One
you?
of my favorite things about Saturday. You finally come to class.
Thank you,
How was your
teacher.
week? How was your week?
Fine. After your class, I'm going to go at a town. In Mexico,
Mm-hmm.
we have a little towns that Mexican government give the title of magical town, and I'm going
Okay.
to visit one of them.
Very nice. I'm glad to hear it. You're going to have some fun.
Yes, the name is Tepoztlán. Do you can pronunciate this word?
What was it again?
Tepoztlán.
Tepoztlán.
Oh, it's very nice, your pronunciation.
Mustafa, welcome. Mustafa, how
Hello,
are you,
teacher.
sir?
How are you? How are you, teacher? How are you again?
At your service.
Yeah, I was reading something.
Good to have you with us.
Good to have you,
Здравствуй,
teacher.
Andrew.
Привет, Эбби.
I'm going to stick with my one word for now. Okay.
Okay. I like it anyway.
You'll have to train me for the next one, because if I ask my grandpa to teach me more Russian, he'll get even more obsessed. Because right now he's just all about. You know what's funny is yesterday I had a private lesson with an Italian person, and he came out and he started speaking Russian, and I'm like, no, he's not Russian, he's from Italy, and he's going on and on. And he's like, oh, Italian? What do you fucking know? He's a funny grandpa, but I should never have asked him to teach me those words, because now he can't get it out of his head. Good. Well, it's nice to see everybody today. It's good to have a nice Saturday morning with good students who are ready to learn. Today's topic is more technology, less sleep. So we've been talking about sleep a little bit lately, but this is a very recent news article from yesterday, and I thought it would be a good opportunity to practice discussion and vocabulary, as well as a little bit of reading. So what do you think about the topic, Jose? I'm going to call Jose Luis, and the other Jose is just going to be Jose, okay? Jose, tell me what you think about today's topic.
Well, teacher, this is an intermediate advanced reading class that will help us to learn new vocabulary. I'm learning what was wrote.
It says advanced again, but it's not. It's not an advanced class, I promise you.
Okay, teacher. Well,
My bad.
I think that it is a great opportunity to improve my vocabulary, and I will try to participate with the 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 good emphasize. Oh, the connections.
Sorry, Jose, your connection is not. Oh, maybe it's my connection. Can you
I
guys
think
hear
it's,
me okay?
I think it's yours.
Yes, we
You
can hear
you
you.
were frozen for several seconds.
Okay. How is it now?
It's kind of blurry, but we can see you.
Mm.
Blur.
Just 1 second, okay? 1 sec.
Okay.
Ali is a teacher now. Go ahead, Ali.
Okay. Is that better? Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can.
Cool. Awesome. Jose, I'm very sorry. What do you think of when you hear the topic, more technology, less sleep? What's your opinion?
Uh, well, teacher, I believe that there is a structured relation between saying like that two topics, because when more technology appear among us, less sleep the people have, because there are many new things to learn, and many informations are appearing, and so I believe that you have more thing to learn, and with consequence, we less sleep.
Okay,
Just
very
that.
good. Who thinks that their sleep might be affected by technology? Who in the class feels that your sleep is affected by technology?
Actually, teacher, it's depend. It's depend because the technology. If I can talk about technology, if because we are now living in the what I can say, it's modern life, like modern life, the technology, all the technology, and the times goes quickly, and the people watching TV and play game or using their mobile phone and computer maybe more than sleeping, or yes, that's right. And also it's maybe the adult uses technology for about 8 hours in the day. So this is a long time to use technology, and maybe this is because the what I can say, the spread of Wi-Fi and broadband. So when you go outside, you have your mobile phone and the Wi-Fi, and you can use the technology also. So this is really, you have to take careful of this, because maybe you will addicted to the technology and it will affect on you. Your question, how can technology affect on you? It's maybe the also the TV, the most popular the TV technology, because maybe we watch TV maybe average 3 hour. Some people 3 hour in a day. This is a huge time. This is a huge time. So maybe this is all toxin, and the bad thing on the TV will gradually affect on your habit, and you don't know what's will affect on you in the future. So this is what.
Good opinion. Thanks for sharing, Mustafa. Jose Luis, what do you think? Do you think that your sleep is ever affected by technology?
Maybe I don't. I'm not sure, teacher, because for example, I read a lot using technology, but it is not a new hobby for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different hobby, but applying technology. So
Okay.
it depends. Sometimes when I watch maybe TV or movies, maybe could affect my sleeping. But it depends. I honestly, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but maybe could be.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else have an opinion about that question?
I think that technology could be an addiction, but if it's not, I think it's a matter of choice, of a personal choice. But of course, for example, in modern technology, for example, in our phones, we have many notifications from any applications.
Yeah.
So of course it could affect our sleep by some, yeah, that's my point.
Very good.
I sleep very well with or without technology. It depends.
You've got the perfect balance, Halcyon.
Yeah.
Elcio, how do you prevent technology from waking you up while you're sleeping? How do you prevent that from happening?
I am preventing the technology.
How do you prevent technology waking you up from happening?
I don't know, Web.
No, you don't have you don't turn the volume off on your phone? You don't put your phone in another room?
No, my phone is on 24/7 because of my work. But I don't like stay connected online all day.
No.
Sometimes, yes.
Very good. My sleep is definitely affected by technology.
Yes.
It's
Is opposite of my daughter. My daughter is 24/7 on technology, on internet, on Jonas Brothers, Justin Bieber, blah blah blah.
Sometimes mine too. Sometimes when I sleeping, I hear some hangout calls. I'm looking at my phone. Somebody who I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe we had just in the same class or same hangout.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. Maybe he or she pressed some buttons by accidentally and call me, and that wakes me up sometimes.
I have a comment.
Okay, good. Tell us.
Okay. For example, the teenagers here in my country, Brazil, well, they expend a lot of time
All time.
mailing, yeah, mailing at night, talking in WhatsApp or Facebook, and I have my neighbors that they use it to sleep, go to sleep 2 a.m., 3 a.m., just gossiping with friends about many things, and that is clearly bad things that are more technology are causing amongst that teenagers.
For sure. Can you repeat the word gossiping for me? Gossiping.
Gossiping.
There you go. Perfect.
It's a new generation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
less sleep. We're gonna. It's like a bunch of zombies.
Yeah. I am old school. I prefer paper and pen.
You're old school indeed. I don't remember the last time I used paper and pen.
They don't need batteries.
Save a tree, Halcyon. Save a tree.
Yeah.
Let me just welcome. We have a few more. Kaori, welcome to the class. How are you?
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Where are you from?
I'm from Japan.
Welcome. We're happy to have you.
Thank you.
I just littered. I threw garbage and it blew away. Coyote, tell me what you think about this topic. Do you think that your sleep is affected by technology? Does it stop you
Yeah,
from sleeping? What
yeah,
happens?
very much.
You're like
Yeah,
me.
because now actually it's 2:30 a.m. in Japan.
Oh no.
That's why I'm still awake and I'm taking a lesson.
You sound so happy for 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, because I'm so excited to take your lesson.
Oh, that warms my heart. Oh.
Abi, is it technology or I don't know if you study lesson or you join a class, it's not
Oh,
about
It's,
technology.
it's technology. It's being able. It's the ability to be in touch with the world, even though you're not there. That's technology,
Yes.
right? Still the
right.
same.
I don't know.
I think so. You want to fight about it? You want to fight, Ali?
Without technology, how can I take this lesson?
Exactly. Good question. I like this girl. I like her a lot. And
Thank you.
we have somebody else who's new. Is it Adam? Adam?
But it's different playing game or chatting, something like that.
Hi,
No,
Adam. How are you?
it's the same. We play games.
Thank you, Henry.
Can I say hi to Adam? Hi, Adam. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you clearly.
Where are you from?
I'm from Egypt.
From Egypt. Does technology
Yeah.
ever affect your sleep?
Yes, it was. It was affecting my sleep. Not
And
right
what
now. I can say that regarding my job, which has strict shifts timings for work, you have to change your um, you have to change everything in your daily life. So I exchanged some of my activities, my previous activities are done now using technology. So I think it helped me to save time, so that I have no choice. I have to get at least 8 hours of sleep every day. So I have no choice about this.
Very nice. So you have to put that away so you're able to get enough sleep.
Yeah,
Good.
that's
Thanks, Adam. Thanks for sharing that with us.
Teacher, I just have a comment, please.
Yes,
Can
sir.
Okay, teacher, I just read a study about this issue that said we have to be careful from technology because we are becoming more and more antisocial. Yeah, that's mean we are moving away from the face-to-face conversation because of technology, and also the people maybe become more addicted to the smartphone, and also technology maybe this is this is for you. Technology also mean people are working at home after they get home from work. Maybe this is we can expect you don't have another work. Maybe if you have another work and you come from work and you use airplane, that's mean you use another technology. This is also another
I'm
use.
so guilty. I am so guilty. I don't want to be. Help me. Help me. You're absolutely right. I'm pretty sure you're correct on that, Mustafa. I think people that are able to connect easily to projects at work, people at work, they're more inclined to do that with having certain forms of technology, and it's taking away from what? What do you think, Halsey or Andre? When people go home and they continue to spend time on technology, on chats, on WhatsApp, on games, on Verbling, on whatever, what's it taking away from?
It is taken away from real life relationship with other people, I guess, with their families, maybe. Um, anything that is not related to technology.
Exactly. Exactly, right?
Of course, yeah, children, making children.
There's a serious decline in children.
I support video games in this part.
Yeah, you wanna make sure video games don't die?
No, I like video games.
Good.
But 1 hour a day.
You know what? I was just thinking. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong. Like, say if you have friends online or if you use technology to be able to play games, contact people, have a quick 5-minute chat with a friend, share a picture. What do you guys think? Are there things wrong with that? What would be a balance? What would be something in the middle? Hi, Igor. Anybody?
Hello, teacher.
How are you?
Glad to be here. I'm fine. And how are you?
I'm very good. I'm glad to see you again. Thanks for coming.
My pleasure.
And did you hear my last question?
I would like you to repeat it.
Okay. I didn't think you did. We were talking about how some people allow technology to take over their lives. And I'm saying, yeah, but there's still something fun about sending messages or pictures. What do you think is a good balance? How do you find the balance between too much and nothing?
Well, for me, I think it's easy. If the technology doesn't impede your progression as a person, like your work, your relationships with people, with real people, then it's okay to use them. Why not? But if the technology assumes all of your time, then something is wrong. Then you need to stop.
Very good. Good answer. Very good. Anyone else have suggestions or tips on how to strike a balance between the two?
I think it's easy. Just you need to put your real life interactions into the priority. So real life interaction is the priority, and technology interactions are when you have spare time.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point for sure. I think what ends up happening is before, when we used to spend time doing nothing, perhaps letting the brain shut down for a while, maybe laying, having a nap, things like that, sitting in the sun. I love to do that. Going to the beach, going for a hike. I think instead of allowing your brain to fully get away, now we have a tendency to use those free moments and include technology in them. I don't know if it's bad, I don't know if it's good, but at least that's the tendency I notice within myself. My dad threatened to smash my phone yesterday.
I just wanted to add that I love this technology because it allows us to be here and talk English without actually going to a place like Britain or Australia or United States. So everything has a great value.
Thank you, Igor.
Sorry for forgetting that.
Don't forget the coolest country that speaks English. Just want to say.
I think it's coolest in both senses.
That's true. We're a bit chilly up here. Good. Okay, well, why don't we go ahead and get started with our reading if nobody else has any additional comments to make.
80% of my teachers are Canadians.
Really?
Yes, in Werbling.
That's because we're the coolest. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, whoops. Maybe we could start with Adam. Would you like to read that first part? People use technology more, sleep less. Go ahead, Adam.
People in Britain now spend more time watching TV, gaming, and using their mobile phones and computers than sleeping. Research by British Communications Agency, Ofcom, found that Britons use technology for 20 minutes longer than they spend sleeping.
Excellent. Good reading. Any questions on the vocabulary? Awesome pronunciation. Very well done. Let's go over to our next one. Ali?
Okay. The average UK adult uses technology for 8 hours and 41 minutes a day. They sleep for an average of 8 hours and 21 minutes. One of the biggest reasons for this is broadband and Wi-Fi.
Okay, good job. Excellent reading. Mustafa, you were on it. You talked about the reason why. It was broadband and Wi-Fi. Good job.
Because I just read this article.
Oh, you cheated.
No, not the same. Not here. In another place.
Oh, Kaori, could you finish that paragraph for us?
Okay. So, start from people.
Yes, and to the end of the paragraph.
Okay. People can get online almost anywhere, so they spend more time online. Many people make telephone calls or surf the web while watching television. Television was the most popular activity. Adults watched an average of 3 hours a day.
Okay, yeah. Now I know you really are a cheater, Mustafa. Good. Kaori, you did an awesome job reading. Fantastic pronunciation. Very, very good job.
Wow, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Any questions about the vocabulary in our first paragraph? What do you think, Jose Luis, about the ratio between sleep and hours spent on technology? What's your opinion about this? Do you think it's reasonable? Do you think it's crazy? What do you think?
I think that is crazy because you need sleep for live well in healthy.
Mm-hmm.
And if you spend time with technology, you don't sleep well, and sometimes you are tired in your job or in your activities daily, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I prefer sleep, honestly. I don't use mostly the technology. Maybe I am an old person. I'm not sure, but I don't use technology a lot or much. I prefer sleep, and obviously I use the technology in my job, in my daily life, but not much. So I prefer activities like sports or I don't know. I prefer other activities,
Good
physical
answer.
activities.
So you think it's ridiculous? You think it's crazy?
Not crazy because you need to learn how to use the technology too, because it's part of your work and increase every day. So you need to learn how to use the technology. But for me, it's not important. I prefer play in the park or go to the cinema, no? Or something like that.
Well, you know what? I'm with you, Jose. I totally agree with you. I think you're being reasonable.
I prefer travel. For example, this afternoon I'm going to go travel, and I prefer these things.
Okay. Thanks for sharing. Anybody else want to share their opinion about that?
Well, I think first we need to define what these 8 hours and 41 minutes a day really mean when they occur. Like, if you were at work doing only work, and you come home and start to use technology for 8 hours and 40 minutes a day, then that's not okay. But if this time was stretched, like you were multitasking, like doing something for your work and checking your messages, for example, then I think it's all right. Why not?
That's a good point. It doesn't really specify yet, right? So we're not quite sure of what might be the case. Who thinks that, well, because it says 3 hours, so let's say 8 minus 3, that's 5 hours. So say 3 of those hours are spent watching television. You've got 5 hours messaging, checking emails. Does anybody in the class think that that's reasonable or likely to their situation?
I think that using the internet is reasonable, as I think it will be distributed over all the rest of the day.
Yes.
So using it for your work, maybe for contacting some other people, even for shopping, anything else. So it will be reasonable.
Okay. Thank you.
Maybe the weather, right?
The weather, that's a good factor. How might that change things?
Because I think that in UK raining a lot, so
Ooh.
you don't have options for other activities, right? Maybe. I'm not sure.
Well, there are some other activities, right, Andre? We were talking, Jose, the other day about how before people used to have more children, but now they don't. And Andre says it's because they're busy doing other things now.
Raising population.
Yeah.
Maybe there are many hotels in UK, right?
It has become very.
Not as many as Mexico, I'm sure.
Yes.
Good. Anyone else have a comment about the first paragraph or a question about any of the words? Let's head down to the next paragraph here. Let's see. Helcio, would you like to read that first part for us?
Yes. I don't see. It's blue.
Yeah, it's not clear.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah, good. Yeah.
no, it's okay.
It's okay.
Is it okay now?
Oh, yes. The study also looked at how different age groups understood technology. One surprising finding was that 6 years old understand how to use technology at the same level as 45 years olds.
Thank you very much. And the next part? Let's go to here. Andre, would you like to read it?
Yeah, sure. Another finding was that people understood digital technology most when they are 14 or 15. A doctor said technology is changing the way people communicate with each other.
Very good. Igor, I'll get you to read the next part for me.
Dr. Arthur Cassidy warned that we are becoming more and more anti-social. He said we are moving away from face-to-face conversations because of technology.
And the last part, who has not read yet?
Me?
Okay, Jose, go ahead and read that last part for us.
Okay. He added that people are becoming addicted to their smartphones. Technology also means people are working at home after they get home from work.
Thank you very much. Okay, let's try to understand this paragraph. Who can bring out an interesting point about young people and technology? Mustafa, want to give it a go? Tell us something interesting about young people and technology.
Okay. This is real. This is not related to study or something like this. But we now in this time, during this time, and this year, we see a lot of we are seeing a lot of children, and maybe they are 6 or 8 or maybe 10 years old. They are using technology, and maybe they are more smart than the adult person, or maybe the person with the 45 years old. And it's also when we come back to technology is the modern technology came to us to help us maybe to become easy to communicate with people, or use the thing, or something like this. But the children, we see a lot of children become use technology, and maybe, as you said, more than older person.
Yeah, isn't that interesting? Do you see that happening in your country, Mustafa? Do you see that young people are very comfortable and familiar with how to use technology?
I see that a lot, and also recently I read some blog about person that he designed a website, and maybe is not old person 12 years old or something like this and design website something related to programming language or something like this, like advanced level education, so it's become real.
Yeah, definitely. Anybody else have a comment about what they've noticed, maybe in your country with young people and technology?
Yeah, teacher, I believe that young people's kids or teenagers don't have afraid to learn things. So I believe that it's more comfortable for they to learn quickly and uh, uh, to feel adequate to the new technology. And for example, my mother don't. She just hates computers and technology, and I believe that she have a feeling of fear about new technology. I tried to teach her, but that was not possible, and just she don't want to learn about that.
Yeah, it's true. Sometimes the older generation is not very interested. Like my grandparents, they are not at all familiar with technology. They wonder what I'm doing all the time when I'm sitting out here. Who are you talking to? What are you doing? So sometimes they just don't get it, right? Anyone else?
It's
Well,
very strange. Oh, go
Celsius?
ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
no problem. Well, I think that young people, especially very young people, are given too much of technology. Like sometimes you can see in a bus or in some public place a mother with a baby, and the baby steps, and the baby is crying, and then the mother just gives him an iPad just to make him stop crying, and I think it's not very good. Also, I have a niece, and I was shocked to see that she was able to use the iPad really well. She was able to navigate to the apps and open the game she likes very much. Like you need to slice their fruits that appear at the screen, and she was able to do that at the age of 3. So how crazy is that?
Absolutely. I've seen the same thing, Igor. Young people that are totally comfortable with iPads or tablets or other technology, right?
Well, but it really hurts them because uh, uh, their parents don't have much time now to really raise their children. And like 10 years before, I could just go uh, to a public place and see a lot of children playing around, like normal games like hit and run, something like that, like seek and hide. But right now, those places are mostly empty. There are not many people, not many children out there. They're all sitting by their computers.
Thank you for sharing. Really interesting.
Teacher,
Yeah?
I think that the technology is discriminatory because it's expensive, but not all the people have money for buy technology, and obviously don't know how to use the technology. For example, in Mexico, at least, the children don't have is a poor population and don't have access to the technology. So
So
I think that
do you think that the kids with technology are happier, Jose?
mm, not necessarily.
Okay, so is it really unfair?
Sorry, teacher.
Maybe it's a blessing in disguise.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I think I'd like to add, if I may, that all children need to run a lot, do a lot of stuff, be active, because that way their muscles develop properly and just healthier for them. But when they sit somewhere by the computer doing nothing, and this may cause a lot of different kind of problems with their health, like a curved spine, like they can develop some kind of hump and many other things.
Very good. Thanks for sharing.
And I think Jose said technology is very expensive and people can't buy technology easily. That's interesting. I see around many people spend all their money for technology, for example, for cell phone. Even they don't have a job or they don't have money. I wonder how can they find money for technology sometimes. Teenagers, especially teenagers, follow the new technology and buy modern cell phone usually. I don't know.
This is very strange because the youngest was born inside of technology. Is opposite of me. I can live without technology, but my daughter, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You might be doomed.
You can live without technology.
I noticed that usually rich persons or rich people use old, for example, old cell phone without any application, but 13 years old or 14 years old teenagers use modern phones usually.
Teacher, I think, as Ali said, maybe because they are thinking the modern technology, like a smartphone, the smartphone will be more difficult to them to understand. But the truth is, it is more easy. The technology became the smartphone, the old smartphone, maybe more difficult from the modern. The modern become more easy to people and to share and do a lot of things. Do you agree with me?
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think you're right, and that's why I think that there has to be a balance, or like technology is wonderful. It's allowed us to have this class, for example. It's allowed lots of different things, but we need to have a balance.
But I think that the people in every age prefer the personal contact. Even the kids, if you buy a cell phone, for example, maybe they are happy for 1 hour, but then they prefer play in the grass with water or something like that. Even me, I prefer take a coffee with a friend in front of him or her. For me, it's better than technology, honestly.
I agree. Can I hear from Kaori? What do you think about everything that you're hearing said?
Yeah, I agree. And yeah, and well, it's balancing is very, very difficult because actually I'm addicted to using Twitter.
Okay.
I always check Twitter and I don't know how to reduce using my iPhone.
Okay, so you feel like you are addicted to technology. What do you like about Twitter? Like, what do you find so amusing about it?
Well, I can get a lot of information about my favorite musician.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Who's your favorite musician?
My favorite musician is Miles Kennedy. Do you know him?
No, I don't.
Oh, he is a vocalist of Outer Bridge, and also he's now singing with Slash, guitarist.
Cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, Slash featuring Miles Kennedy, and I met him many times, and I love him very, very much.
Wow.
I love him.
Okay, thanks for sharing it. Well, I'll have to look him up. You've piqued my curiosity.
Yeah, actually, I have some picture with him, but I don't know how to share with this class screen. I don't know.
You can send pictures in the, well, you'd
Google
have
Chat.
in the Google chat, yeah.
Google Chat. Okay.
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 Thank you for sharing,
Thank you.
Coyote.
Yeah, thank you for telling me.
Okay, so here at the bottom of the list we have, well, actually we've got a lot of different words, the synonym match words, and we've got the chat words here. What I want you guys to do is ask each other some questions trying to use some of this new vocabulary, whether it's watching TV, surprising, antisocial, typical, any of those words that you see on the document. Try to use one of those words to ask your classmate a question, okay? Let's start with Jose. Not Jose Luis, but Jose. Would you like to choose a word and ask a question to one of your fellow classmates?
Okay. My well, do you keep conversations face to face or by smartphone? What do you prefer? Keep conversations face to face or by a smartphone or internet or something like that?
Excellent. So we have conversations in English, Jose. You can say, do you prefer to have conversations? And who would you like to ask? Who would you like to answer that question for you?
Well, Mustafa.
Okay. Do you prefer to have conversation face to face or via smartphone? Face to face. It's dependent on situation, as you said. Maybe because the person outside country, like not in your city or something like this. Maybe we have to use technology. But this is you're my friend. I usually face to face. I use the conversation face to face. Okay.
Okay, in your opinion, the kids in your country and the youngers, the teenagers in your country prefer have conversations face to face or by new technology?
By new technology.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Good question. Mustafa, it's your turn. Create a question for a different student.
Okay. For Andre, my question. Do you? Okay. Do you think we have to spend more time to keep ourselves away from technology sometimes?
Do you think
Let
we
me
what?
explain to you.
Mm-hmm.
Teacher, I'll explain to you if you can arrange the question, set up the question.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Okay. Some people said we have to keep ourselves at least 4 or 5 days, maybe 10 days away from technology. Put away your laptop and your smartphone and go away from technology. So we have to do some purification. Do you agree with this idea?
Okay, so now I'm going to help you. Okay. You could say it like this. You could say, do you think we need to occasionally take a break from technology?
Yes, thank you.
And who would you like to ask?
Andre.
Yeah. I think if it's possible, of course, we should take a break from technology. But I remember last year I forgot my phone, and I was all day without it. And I felt that I missed something, and you know, it was kind of it wasn't felt good for me, for example. Yeah. But yeah, I think, for example, on our vacations, we can leave our phone at the room, maybe it's at the safe, so we can spend and relax without these kind of things. It's a great idea. I should try.
Yeah. Actually, everyone should try this because maybe it's effect on everyone that is technology. Maybe I agree with you with the idea. Maybe we some people like to take a phone with them and use phone more than when you asked him about the watch and what's the clock now, what's the time now. They look at their phone more than their watch. So it's some technology become really interesting. We use it a lot.
Good. Excellent job, you guys. Good work. Okay, let me get Halcyo. I want you to make a question for Adam. Make a question for Adam, Halcyo.
Vamos, let's go. What are your opinion about technology? Technology in work at home, like a lot of work. Technology and work together. What's your opinion?
Do you think? Can you repeat that, Halcyo? Do you think technology?
I want to know about his opinion about technology and work together.
Using technology and
work together.
Okay, I don't understand if he's asking about using technology in work or using technology to work at home to make maybe more income.
About work and technology together in the same time.
At the same time.
Yeah, because 10 or 20 years ago, we can work without technology. It's very easy, né? Nowadays, it's very complicated to work without technology.
Yes, I guess, yeah.
It's a very complicated question.
It's not too bad. What do you think, Adam?
Yeah. I think that technology helped us a lot and it's facilitated our work very much. It makes it more easier. And now, for example, I can connect my boss, my supervisor anytime. I can send him emails. I can find my research very easy on the internet. I can improve my qualities. I can also arrange for training courses for me for my team like this. So all these things helped a lot. You can connect your customers, your clients, like this. So I think it helped a lot and it's facilitated our work a lot.
But
you need to our improvement. Yes.
But you need to work very fast today because of technology.
Very fast, yeah.
Yes, I agree.
So you think that because of technology we are forced to work faster?
I agree.
Okay. It's an interesting concept. Let's do one more question. Maybe Ali, would you like to make a question for somebody else in the class that hasn't been asked?
Okay. Do you think people getting antisocial more than in the past because of technology?
And who would you like to?
don't know who haven't answered.
You can ask Jose Luis hasn't been asked. Jose or Igor, any of those?
Okay, Jose Luis.
Okay, I don't think so. I think that the antisocial people is antisocial with technology and without technology. So it's your personality, and maybe it can increase your antisocial with technology, but I'm not sure. I don't think so.
That's interesting you say that, Jose. Like, when I wake up in the morning, usually I talk to my sister via text. It's kind of our little routine. And my father says, you're addicted to that phone, you don't talk to us. But before I had the phone, I would never speak in the morning because I don't like speaking when I wake up. It's just how I am. So I think that you're right. If you're social, you're social, and when you're antisocial, it doesn't really matter.
Maybe you can be more social with technology because you can know more persons, right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I see you in the next class, teacher.
Sounds good. Take care. Thank you guys for coming. It was good to see you. I am looking forward to our last class together in just a couple minutes. I'm going to go ahead and get that started. Any questions or comments before we close?
I don't have any comments.
Okay.
Thank you, teacher. Thank you.
Really?
See you. See you in the next class.
Neither.
Bye.